How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Imperial Stout time in the form of Monday Night Brewing. It is their dark subject matter, Imperial Stout. Yeah, this landed yesterday. This came from Monday Night Brewing. Thank you very much. They send me out beers every now and then. It's been a minute though. It's actually what Aaron Williams, who sends these out to me, he wrote in the card. He's like, "It's been a minute. Here's some beers." And he sent me off this can. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm super fucking excited to give this a whirl. I know I say that a lot, but I actually mean it. And in this case, I really do, because this is an Imperial Stout. You're like, no shit, Sherlock. You just told us it's an Imperial Stout. No, that's it. It's an Imperial Stout. There's no barrel. There's no adjuncts. It's a fucking Imperial Stout. That's cool. Not a lot of people do that nowadays. And they sent off this fucking banging glass. Listen, I get glassware all the time. Breweries send me glassware pretty regularly. Not as much as... Actually, I was going to say not as much as they should. I love glassware, but I have so many. I don't need more. But send me glassware. Anyway, and they send me, like, you know, kikus and fucking, like, crazy shaped glasses and this, that, and the other thing. This, tulip. Gold rim. You're here fucking striking at these hard chords, baby. This is old school Belgian style beer glass. That glass goes with every beer. That's the only beer glass shape you need in your repertoire. If you're a beer glass junkie out there, more power to you. You do you. This fucking glass, and I love it. It's heavy, it's thick, it's got the gold foil on it. Fucking stouts. Label-wise, it's like kind of black. Did that whole black tie thing. They do the whole black tie thing. I get it. So. Yeah, let's give it a whirl. Imperial Stout, non-adjuncts. They send you, like, when breweries send you beers. This glass looks dirty as fuck. I washed the shit out of this glass. When breweries send you beers, more times than not, unless it's coming from like a kind of smaller brewery, more times than not, I send you what's like kind of like a media kit, which is like a sheet kind of explaining the beer and all that kind of stuff. I usually don't look at that because I don't want any kind of preconceived notion. But I peeped on there. It's just 3 grains. You know, it's like a Munich chocolate malt and something else, I think it was. So it's a base 3 core 4 stout. Yeah. What I like my coffee to look like colored head, and she be dark. So she is a big, dark, rich-looking stout. Wrapped in golden deliciousness. Let's get a nose. That smells like a fucking stout. Now, you're like, again... No shit, Sherlock. It is a fucking stout, but you have no idea how uncommon that is in today's beer world. Sure. I'm kind of in that weird realm of the kind of whatever percentile you want to place me into, to where I drink a lot of the newer hyped shit, because either that's what I'm picking up when I go visit places, or that's what people send me, or that's what breweries send me. But to get this just kind of rich chocolate maltiness with a big roasted component to it, that's not overt coffee, it's just a big roasted malt component. More times than not, when you get these big roasted malts nowadays, they're just coming off as coffee notes. This is just roasted malt. That's a cool thing. There's a soft chocolate vibe to it. There's a chocolate vibe that doesn't get, like, it's not baker's chocolate. It's not like a milk chocolate, but it's just like a medium level kind of half milk, half baker's thing. But there's a soft oat component to it too. It's like giving this soft milky vibe to it. It's not milk stout, but it gives you that soft kind of creamy, subtly lactosey kind of vibes. It smells really good, man. Just a really good base stout. I hate calling beers like this like bases. Oh, it's just a base stout, you know what I mean? But there's so much more to it. But anyway, let's dive in. Cheers. %12 alcohol by volume, by the way. It doesn't drink like 12. I took a sip and I was like, wait, what's the ABV on this? And I just can see it right there in the can. It drinks 9, 10, but it doesn't drink 12, but it drinks like a bigger beer. It tastes like a big Imperial Stout, a base Imperial Stout. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm doing it on purpose. It's got that rich roasted malt component. There's a bittering component to the roasted malt too. It's very welcome. I think there's a little bit of bittering from the hop also. There's a sweetness to it that would be wouldn't be overly sweet, but a little bit sweeter than I'd like it to be if those weren't in place. It's got a really luscious, creamy mouthfeel to it. Like I said, it has to have. They didn't talk about any kind of oats in here, but it feels like there's like a creamy oat portion to show to it. Could be just all those malts in there, but it's damn nice. It's damn well done. This is a really good beer. This is a really, really good beer. 12%, kind of dangerous. Gonna sneak up on you, make you do all kinds of hibbly bibbly bad things. But yeah, I dig this. I like this. Yeah. On the side it says heavy, thick, mortal. It's heavy, it's thick, not too thick, not like 5C thick. It's like 2D thick. And it's mortal. It's going to make me immortal, maybe. That would be awesome. Give me a superpower? Fuck yeah. But yeah, I like it. I dig it. And it's just, you know, a lot of breweries that send stuff to you when you do this kind of thing, they're always sending you, like, wow factor beers. And not that Monday Night hasn't done that. They sent me a lot of barrel-aged stuff, a lot of, like, hazy New England style stuff. They've sent me that stuff. But for them to just throw out a big 12% Core 4 Stout and just be excited about it, not unless just throw it out there, but be excited enough about it, just kind of makes me as a happy person, you know? And, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. So, yeah, rich malt character, enough bittering from both the hops and roasted malt to balance off any sweetness in there. Really nice density to it. And just the way it kind of plays, it's like a subtle, light milk stout, Imperial milk stout, with somebody who's lactose intolerant. This is going to be like what you want. This is your vegan tofu meat portion of the show without getting the actual meat portion of the show. There you go. We talked about vegans, so I think we're at the end. So yeah, anyway, let's talk about it. Is it one of the better Core 4 Stouts that I've had as of late? Yeah. It's just tasty, delicious. Does me on every level. The fact that it came with this big-ass glass just works for me. Wagon availability? No idea. And leave you with, I mean, it's a Monday night. To get distro, I assume this is hitting distro because it's not some crazy, you know what I mean, super, although it's part of their black tie thing, so I don't know. But anyway, you might see it. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like beer, I'm just going to stop it right there. If you like beer, if you like big beers, darker beers, you'll like this. It's just super well made. And the fact that it can give you so much richness and robustness in all the bits and pieces that I've talked about in this review from a Core 4 beer without playing a lot of smoke and mirrors, that's to be celebrated in the beer world. This does it pretty damn well. So there you go. Another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice Core 4 Stout right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.